My screen is super red. I don't know if you guys can see the same thing. Give me a second here. I'll be right back. Yep, still red. Okay. So, welcome ladies and gentlemen. This is the Apocalyptic Aftermath channel. You're listening to the Apocalyptic Aftermath. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing great. And here we go. So, my name is Seth, also known as Lucifer, also known as King the Conqueror, and all that good stuff. Okay, so we're preparing this ritual. I feel like people are already on it. I feel like people are already on it. I feel like people are already on it because this kind of the vibe that's on right now, it's a little bit of vibe of relief, a little bit, a vibe of non-action in a positive way. So I don't know, guys. Like I said, I'm always on it. So I don't know. It's you. If you guys feel like this ritual is working, it might be. It might just be. Me, I'm always working. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So a lot of people are talking about Donald Trump and the tariffs and all of that good stuff. Like I said, the tariffs are going to help. Donald Trump is kind of pulling back a little bit. And it's normal because you have to understand, if you're going to push the boundaries, social economics in that fashion, in a way for it to bleed into social agendas, yeah, he's going to have to push. He's gonna have to push, and that will cause chaos. And Donald Trump, the people that are saying, "Oh, Donald Trump is an insider," well, duh, of course he's an insider. He's fucking Donald Trump. He's like the richest person in America. Like anything Donald Trump says is insider scoop, dude. Anything. Like if he tells you he doesn't like the toilet paper in the bathroom of the Four Caesars, well, guess what? There's a fucking reason why. And you probably should listen to him, or at least do your research to figure out why he said that, because that's the kind of person he is, And I'm not saying that, he's actually committing insider trading frauds. That's different. But at the end of the day, for a guy that sits on top of the world, anything you say is insider scoop, So, I don't know. And then we have Terrence Howard that's on a tirade on Diddy, which makes me believe that Diddy might be more innocent than we think. Because if Terrence Howard is going after niggas, like Terrence Howard is just he's going after me, he's going after Diddy. I don't know, man. He probably is gonna go after Kanye West next. I would be people. I think people underestimate fucking Terrence Howard, but remember, Terrence Howard was one of the best serial killer actors in Hollywood, man. Like, it's not for nothing he gets paid the big buzz. When you make Terrence Howard play the bad guy, oh boy, does he do a good job. He looks stressed the fuck out. He looks fucked up. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised. Terrence Howard has a little bit of a dark side, you know what I mean? And we've seen the dark side before we even saw his light side, you know what I mean? Now his light side is coming out with fake melons growing in his fake farm, fake garden in his fake house. So it is what it is. So when I saw Terrence Howard go after Diddy, I was like, okay, that enough is enough. Enough is enough, man. Kanye West be going crazy, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. He be going wild, bro. But Kanye West is a person that likes attention. To me, I don't know. I'm maybe I'm misjudging the guy. Maybe I'm misjudging him. I don't know. But it seems to me like he's somebody. Because the thing is, me and Kanye West, it's weird, but we keep having the same ideas all the times. I don't think it's a coincidence. Like at this point, it's been 3 years consecutively, huh? Right? English, learn it, lean it. Wow, what is wrong with me? What? The fuck? That's what happens when you don't pray to your goddess before making a video. That's fucked up. Lean it consecutively. Yeah. Anyway, let's redo that again. I'm not even gonna edit that out. I'm gonna leave it right there. Just so people can. You remember the day when you remember that when you said consecutively, and instead of saying learn, you said lean. Anyways, man, like, it's been 3 years that Kanye West consecutively, just happens to have the same kind of thoughts or theories that I have. It's not a coincidence. Kanye West loves me, man. Kanye West wants to talk to me. Kanye West loves me. I don't know why Kanye West hasn't spoken to me yet. I don't know why. I don't like Illuminati people. That's true. And I don't want to hang around Illuminati people. That's true. But it seems to me that Kanye West wants to come here. Come here, Kanye. I'm a workaholic too. You're not gonna outwork me. You're not gonna outwork me, Kanye. Forget that. If that's what you're afraid of, if you're afraid to talk to me because you think we're just gonna sit there and do nothing, I'm just one of those other people that don't have a plan and they just want to sit there and do nothing. You got another thing coming, bucko. You're not gonna outwork me, Kanye. The only reason why you can outwork me, the only reason why you could outwork me is because you got more money. And when you got more money, you can do more things. And I feel like that's the reason why Kanye West hasn't spoken to me yet. Anyways. I don't know. Terrence Howard's on beef mode. And that's bullshit. Because the thing about that's why I don't trust Terrence Howard. That's the reason why I don't trust Kanye West either. It's like they're on beef mode on stuff that I've outwardly said that I wasn't a master in. Like, I'm not a master of flower. I said how the beef between me and Terrence Howard started is I made a video saying I was playing video games one day and I had a vision while I was playing video. I didn't say, oh, I was meditating under a rock and for 30 days and then, a God presented me this, then, da, 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 da. I didn't say all that. I said I was playing a video game and I got a vision. And then Terrence Howard lost his entire mind, called Harvard University to ask them if he could talk about his thesis on the flower of life, and it was bullshit. Apparently what Terrence Howard is saying is bullshit. And I'm starting to feel the same way. I'm starting to feel like what he's saying is bullshit. So that makes me feel like somebody else is telling Terrence Howard what to say. I don't think the things he says comes from him. I think it comes from somebody else. Now the question is, And is it me that's not reading between the lines, and that's not understanding that Terrence Howard is only the messenger? Because I don't know if Terrence Howard is just the messenger or he actually fucking believes what he's doing right now, which I doubt that that's the case. I feel like maybe it's me that's shooting the messenger instead of the messengee. You know, I'm shooting the messengee instead of shooting the messenger. You know, so the messenger. You know, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. So I don't know, man. If you know, if you feel like I have that much wisdom, my wisdom is so dangerous that you have to go get Hollywood actors to smother me, or you know, act like they're the ones that did it first, and so on and so on. Maybe it's time for you to put your money where your mouth is, my friend, because we're talking about, like, when you talk about me, you're talking about Kanye West. You're talking about Terrence Howard. You're talking about, who else you're talking about, man? Shit, you're talking about Donald Trump. You're talking about, when you're talking to me, you're talking to those people. That's the people that you're talking about. Like, so what are we doing? You know what I mean? Where you put your money where your mouth is, man. Because we can keep doing this. We can keep going back and forth. We can keep going back and forth, and you can keep paying people to nail, to use the, you can keep getting hammers to hit the nail, you know, but that nail ain't never gonna go inside of the board. That's the thing you don't understand, though. Like, you know, there's some nails that's just not supposed to be in the board. It's just like that. Keanu Reeves was not supposed to be inside of the board. Not Neo, Keanu Reeves. You heard me. You know, we're talking about the Wachowski. Yeah, we're talking about Wachowski brother and sister at the same time. We're talking about Keanu Reeves, man. We're talking about, you know what I mean? You know, so it's time to put our money where our mouth is, man. It's time to do something. I don't know, like I'm you know, because I don't know, you know, because the Illuminati has a lot of secrecy. You know, there's a lot of secrecy involved in what they're doing, and so on and so forth. And I don't know how to navigate this. I don't know what to tell these people, because you know, because let's say I'm wrong about Kanye West. Let's even say I'm wrong about Terrence Howard. I'm the one that's missing the boat. If I'm wrong about those people, I am messing my own goddamn bag up, bro. Which I'm pretty sure I'm not, except on the case of Kanye West. There's a part of me that's like crossing my fingers that maybe Kanye is not that bad of a guy. Maybe I could do something with Kanye West. Maybe I could, like, I don't know. So I'm, you know, there's a part of me that's like crossing my fingers, but it's a very small part, very small. Like it's like there's a 5% in me that doubts. I have a 5% of doubt that's positive for the character of Kanye West, you know. So I don't know, you know, because Kanye West been saying shit for a long ass time, you know. Like, I remember the first time Kanye West did some wild shit. It was like on MTV, on Plug, I think, or something like that. It was like on MTV show, Carson Daly or some shit like that. And he said, George Bush doesn't care about us. I think he said that. I think he said that live. I think Jimmy Fox was there, or maybe it was Chris Rock or something. It was Chris Tucker. Yeah, it was Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker was there, and his face when when Kanye West said, because it was live. He said it live, so he said like George Bush doesn't care about us, and then they panned, they edited to Chris Tucker, and he was like, his jaw just dropped to the floor, and he was like, "What the fuck? That was not in my contract." Um, so yeah, Kanye West been saying a lot of things for a lot of years. I don't know, but like I said, maybe they're just playing the game because, like I said, we're a bunch of nails, that's sticking out. Like Indigo Children, Starseed, all that good stuff. They're, we're nails that are not fitting in to the board. So it's normal to have characters like those around, so that, because as long as people think something is normal, then it's normal. So that means you're still part of the system, even though it sounds crazy. As long as, because at the end of the day, it's kind of like, okay, I made a video saying something about having a vision of a cube while I was playing a video game. That's not normal. That's not something you learn in school. That's not something you learn at your job. It's not normal. It's out of the ordinary, right? But not only is it out of the ordinary, it's out of the ordinary. It's out of the extra. It's out of the ordinary extraordinary. Because I'm not talking about aliens, which aliens has been part of our culture for decades, even eons. If we believe what the scientists say, we're not talking about God. We're not even talking about the devil. I just said I saw some shit while I was playing a video game. Like, it's not normal. It's out of the norm, right? Even in the extraordinary is not something that everybody in the extraordinary community repeats or says. So now you got to go get a hammer because there's a nail that's sticking out. Right? So what are hammers? I'm the nail that's sticking out. So what is the hammer? The hammer is Kanye West, a multi-billionaire, multi-influential, highly influential multi-billionaire guy that then, well, Terrence Howard was the hammer in that case, multi-millionaire, major influence guy, yada, 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 blah, 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 and so so now he has to say something that looks like what I said in order to make it normal, so that people don't start sticking out, so that the nails don't go out of the board. Because I'm already out of the board, but the things that I say might make other nails stand out of the board, right? And we don't want that. So if I'm fucking up the bag, which I don't think I am, and I'm pretty sure if I was, somebody on my YouTube channel probably would have told me that, yo, man, it's Kanye West, blah, 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 blah. That's not the case. Or Terrence Howard. I don't even think people like Terrence Howard at this point, to be quite honest, because every time, like, I'm sitting there, and I put Terrence Howard's name on purpose on my titles, because I'm like, bro, like, I'm gonna go viral. I'm gonna go viral if I put this. The first time I realized Terrence Howard was coming after my, I had to protect my neck. Pun intended. Wu-Tang pun intended. I had to protect my neck. Face Terrence Howard. I thought I was gonna go viral, and I should have went viral because he's talking about me. I won the fucking lottery, bro. Like, like that's, I won the goddamn lottery, but I didn't go viral, and nobody gave a shit. I probably, like, my videos with the word Terrence Howard in it is the videos that I have the less views on, which is weird. And then every time I say something, Kanye West says almost the same thing after. I thought I was gonna go viral because he's talking about me. And people know that they're talking about me. Like, it's not, nobody's stupid. Everybody knows that they're talking about me. Like, everybody knows. But the thing is, why am I not viral though? That's kind of weird. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, you know? And that's why I'm like, am I fucking up the bag? Am I fucking up my own bag here without knowing or something? Like, I don't know. I do not know. But I do know Terrence Howard's fake as fuck. Terrence Howard's fake as fuck. I don't know about Kanye, but Terrence Howard's fake as fuck. And Kanye might be fake as fuck too. Kanye might be fake as fuck too. I'm sorry, man, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, bro. I know Terrence Howard's bullshitting. He bullshits a lot. He lies a lot. You know, Kanye West tells the truth too much, and Terrence lies too much. So, you know, I don't know. You know, and then, you know, like me, there's some Illuminati. This apparently the Illuminati Bloods have beef with me because apparently it's my fault that Jim Jones was on OnlyFans sucking dick. So that there's some Illuminati Bloods that got beef with me, bro. Like, well, let me put it that way. If I'm strong enough to make a dude suck a dick to make a millionaire, if I'm strong enough to make a millionaire open up a OnlyFans, a homosexual OnlyFans, and this guy's a known gang member, what the fuck do you think I'm gonna do to you? That's all I have to say about that, man. Because I don't know, man. There's a lot of fake bloods, you know, gravitating around me now because ever since that happened. But the only thing I have to say is if I'm strong enough to do that to him, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen to you? Let's find out. You know? So it's funny. You know, it's funny. And now there's some people that want to act like, man, I don't know, man. There's some YouTube witches that are funny, you know. Shit be happening in your life, bro, and they ain't got nothing to do with it, and they want to act like they got you know, like you know what I mean? Like, so anyways, man, content is king, bro. Like, you know, shit give content. Yeah. The content is king, bro. Like, you know, so I don't know, man. But I would basically what I'm saying is, if I could work with Kanye, I would, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If I could work with Kanye, I would, bro. Cause I'm a fashion guy too, you know, and I got other ideas, man. And he's a fucking billionaire, man. I can use that money. I could use that money, bro. If you don't know what to do with it, I'm gonna tell you what to do with it. Don't worry about that shit. I'm a business consultant. You know, I'm a business consultant extraordinaire. I'm the kind of guy that you should have next to you every time you go somewhere. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna give you my advice, my expert advice. I'm gonna give you my expert advice. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, bro. I'm business oriented and all that good stuff. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not trying to sell out though. I'm not gonna join no damn. I'm not gonna take no oaths. I'm not gonna help anybody traffic kids from one island to the other. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do any of that fucking shit. That's garbage. You know. So that's why I don't trust these people, man, because of all those fucking stories and shit like that, bro. Like, you know, and the things they do to us too. Like, you know, just like recently with all the fake bloods that are, you know, gravitating around me talking shit, you know, because their boy was sucking dick on OnlyFans. Yeah, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, It's because of the Illuminati that he's sucking dick on the OnlyFans. It's not because of me. Because me, my enemy is the Illuminati. I wasn't. Why would I personally attack Jim Jones? That makes no sense. What the fuck did? Well, Jim Jones did a couple shit to me. I ain't gonna lie. Because Jim Jones know who I am too. Like, I'm pretty fucking important. And I think Brick Baby knows me too. Brick Baby, yeah, you know. So, but Jim Jones has been fucking with me for a long time. That's the thing, though. Jim Jones been fucking with me for a minute. Like, it's been a couple years, you know. So, like I said, Vamp Life, that was my shit. Vamp Life is my shit, you know. And he knows. Like, he knows who I am. Like, there's a lot of people that know who I am. You know, a lot of high profile people that know who I am, bro. But I'm broke as fuck, though. But they all know who I am. So that's why. But I understand, though. Like, that's the thing. I don't blame. Because you don't know me. You don't really know who I am, right? Like, you know who I am from afar. Like, but you don't live with me. You don't, like, you know. So I kind of understand if nobody ever reached out to me in any shape or form or and stuff like that, which is funny, you know. Anyway, so I don't know, man. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of weird at the same time because, like I said, it's a bunch of high profile people that know who I am, but yet I've never spoken even once to any of these people or any of their representatives, you know. And that's another thing too. Like that's why I know if I got money, I'm gonna do a lot better than these guys. And that's another thing. If these guys were real and they weren't lying, they would have sent a representative to speak to me, a diplomat, right? Well, you don't need a diplomat. Well, yes, you do need a diplomat because I am a fucking country. I'm a leader. I'm the leader of a nation, not just a country. I'm a leader of the nation. I'm a nation. I'm a national leader, right? So they should have sent a representative. Kanye West is rich enough, allegedly, presumably Kanye West. If you're a billionaire, right? He's supposed to be, if he's a billionaire, he's supposed to be rich enough to have a representative, right? There has to be someone in his group that is well paid and also very aware of everything that he does, which means if Kanye West cannot go to a meeting or Kanye West cannot go to a place or specific area, he can send that person, and that person will represent his ideals and know how and the way he does things very well, because this person spends a lot of time with him and knows everything about him and knows everything about the business, you know, a representative. And even if that person is unavailable, what that person is he's supposed to have enough money for that person to be able to have his own representative also, because that representative is like his right arm, your left hand, your right arm, your right hand man, right? But the right hand man needs to have a secretary or, you know, a representative or a manager too, because he might be your right hand man, but your right hand man got work to do, right? That's why he's your right hand man. So the right hand man's gonna need some help, right? So you're supposed to be able to send at least that guy towards me, right? But nah, y'all just sitting there hitting me on the head with your nails. With your hammer, you're hitting me on the head with your hammer, and nobody ever fucking speaks to me. You know, that ain't right. And the worst part is, but the thing is, nobody cares about celebrities anymore, too. And that's another thing. So I'm your indifference towards yourself and your business is actually hurting my business at this point. It is, because if everybody's looking at me and everybody's looking at you and everybody likes you and you like me, like everybody listens to you but you listen to me. So therefore, you know, this should be a trinity. This should be a trinity. It should be a trinity because everybody loves you and you love me, right? So therefore, I should have as much, clout than you do, which I kind of do in some way, shape, or form, because everybody's listening to me. Everybody listening to me, bro, and everybody knows that you guys are out there acting like me and saying the things that I believe and things like that. But people don't care about celebrities no more. That's the thing too. So like I said, your indifference is actually hurting my business, because now I'm supposed just everything Drake, when Drake masturbated on his airplane, I had just made a video that was saying some slick shit. Right, that's why they made Drake masturbate on the airplane, because they didn't want the nails to pop out the board. Right, so I'm pretty sure Drake knows who I am at this point. There's a lot of people that know who I am. A lot of people, bro. Some of them are pedos, some of them are not. I don't know, but one thing I do know is your indifference towards yourself is hurting me too. Because just mentioning you, having those situations happen the way that it happened in the last 3 years, I should be king of the world right now, bro. There should be a street named after me at this point. At least a street with my name on it. At least, bro. Lucifer Ave. Shit. So it's kind of weird, man. This is a weird position. It's like somebody told me sometimes you hear, but at the same time, sometimes you hear, and then you hear, but you still hear. That's what somebody told me the other day, man, not too long ago, man. Dude was like, I was asked, dude, how you doing, man? He told me, yeah, I'm here. I swear to God, that's what this guy told me. He said, I'm here, but I'm here. But at the same time, I'm still here. I'm like, word. I feel you. I know what you're saying. I actually know what you're saying, bro. So so you know what I mean? I don't know. It's a weird position to be in. It's a weird position. But like I was saying, I didn't even finish what I was saying. I kind of understand if you got money and shit and you're cautious. But at the same time, that's the reason. What I just said is the reason why I don't believe in you, though, bruh. That's the reason why I don't believe in you, bro. Because if you're a billionaire, bro, you're supposed to have an assistant, and that assistant is supposed to have an assistant, and that assistant is supposed to have an assistant, and then that assistant is supposed to have an assistant. And if you don't have that, what the fuck are you doing? That means you ain't got no money, bro. That means that means you ain't got no money. I mean, do you have money? I don't know. I don't know what no more. And how am I supposed to know anything, bro? This dude opened up the OnlyFans for $1 million. I looked up Jim Jones's network the other day because I'm befuddled by this, and apparently the guy's worth $400 to $10 million. So what the fuck? Why would you need to open up an OnlyFans to get $1 million? That doesn't make any sense, man. It doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, so are you a billionaire or not? Like, is it real money? Because is it fake money? I don't know. Because you don't have an assistant. And yes, he does have an assistant. He has a bunch of assistants, bro. But for some reason, when it comes to me, even though I'm highly influential, even though I influence influencers, even though I'm influencing influencers, I'm not getting any clout. My channel has 265 followers. By the way, please join my channel. Subscribe if you like what you hear. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you think I'm crazy, if you want to call me schizophrenic, I'm not going to answer back, but you can if you want to. It's your choice. Leave a comment, leave a like, and do all that good stuff, baby. And you can't call me schizophrenic at this point. It's been 3 years that they've been consistently doing that shit. And I'm like, and I know that other people know. I know that other people know. I'm very like, you can't not know. Who the hell else are they talking about? Who the hell else are they imitating? Like 607 Unk, painting his nail black, calling himself a black magician, being the blood Illuminati, blood the witch, whatever the fuck. He's acting like me. He's trying to be me. He's not trying to be me. He's just acting like me. He doesn't need to act like me. He doesn't need to be like me. He can be himself because 607 Unk has been around for a minute and yada 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 blah blah blah. But when you got NBA YoungBoy doing the same thing, the same year, come on, man. I'm the Kanye West of this shit, bro. And I don't need to be Kanye West because I'm not fabulating. I'm not schizophrenic. Like, shit, it happened in front of your face. Shit is happening in front of your face. It's not even, it's not a thing about being crazy. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It happened. It's not a coincidence. It's like in front of your face. It's crazy shit. There's nothing crazy about me. It just is. I'm highly influential. I influence influencers. I'm massively powerful. And that's how powerful I am, bro. You understand? That's how powerful I am, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you look up to them, they look up to me. Shit is crazy. It's incredible. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen soon. Well, I have a big destiny in front of me, that's for fucking sure. I have a huge fucking destiny in front of me. Pause. That sounded gay. Sorry. But I have a magnanimous destiny in front of me. You know, not that there's anything wrong with sounding gay. I'm just saying. I have a big destiny in front of me, man, and it's gonna unfold in front of everybody's eyes. You can't forget me. What the fuck you think? You think like we're gonna be doing this for 2-3 years and I'm just gonna fall off and shit like that or something like that? You can't forget me. I'm unforgettable. I mean, I happened. You know, I happened. I made my mark on this planet, on this world, bro. I'm historical. You know, I've been trying to get some other people to try to join me in this historic event that I am, but apparently nobody wanted to be historical. But I'm historical. I don't know about you, but I know that I'm historical. They might not write about me in the books, but people are going to remember this guy, this myth, this urban legend. You know, I'm an urban legend, basically. I'm like the chupacabra. I'm like the chupacabra, dude. I'm a urban legend, man. I'm like a werewolf, a vampire. I'm urban legend. I'm like the skinny man, the Slender Man. I'm like Slender Man, you know, like. And people are gonna remember that shit. You're gonna remember that shit. You know, and there's gonna be whispers in the dark web about people like me, about me and people like me. It's gonna be very exciting. We're basically like, and Kanye West knew that was gonna happen because he made a video, like the Stronger video. I don't remember which video it is, but he kind of imitated Akira. The video was inspired by the manga, the Japanese anime Akira, you know, and Akira is about people that develop telekinesis, about kids that develop telekinesis. It happens in the cyberpunk era, and for some reason in the cyberpunk era, people mutated and have access to abilities that normal people don't have, which is very fucking awesome, and it is going to fucking happen. So hold on to your knickers, people. It's gonna happen. All right, you're gonna develop telekinetic powers, and you're gonna have a metal arm and or metal face or metal body and all kinds of shit. It's happening. We could do it right now if we wanted to. You know, we still have a couple of kinks to flush out, like price, material, and resources and all that. Once all that is settled and we know where we're going with this, it's gonna happen. You know, and we won't have a choice but to get metal bodies, because it's not, I'm not gonna live, me personally, I'm not gonna live on a planet full of telekinetics and I don't have an edge over the telekinetics, because they could just send your fucking couch flying and rip your fucking head off. So I want some titanium steel alloy skin to face, just in case a telekinetic gets any funny ideas. You know what I mean? you know what I mean, bro. So whatever, you know what I mean. But anyway, Akira is not about just one guy. It's not just about me. You know, it's not just about Tetsuo. It's about a bunch of kids. You know, it's about a bunch of kids. It's about everybody. It's about life. You know how it's like Akira is like a documentary, a day in the life of a cyberpunk dystopian era, right? It's like a documentary, right? Because it's not just about one person. It's about multiple people's lives and how it all entangles together and shit like that. But yeah, Kanye West kind of knows that. He made the video a couple years ago. I don't remember which song it was for, but you know, it's gonna happen. You know, and he kind of saw it coming, or his overlord masters kind of saw it coming before it happened. You know. You know, and I feel like Kanye West considers himself one of those kids, one of those telekinetic mutant kids. You know, I consider myself a mutant. I'm not really a telekinetic, but I'm a mutant. You know, X-Men forever. You know, X-Men for life. Apocalypse. You can call me Lord Apocalypse if you want. You know, because I can make you stronger. I'm not kidding. Like because I'm like Apocalypse. I'm really like Apocalypse. Like I am fucking Apocalypse. I'm not joking. Like it's not a joke. I really am Apocalypse. I can give you powers if you don't have any. I can make your powers stronger if you already have some. You know, I have all the abilities. You know, I don't just have one specific ability. I have all of the abilities. You know, and then some. You know, I'm fucking Apocalypse, you know, from X-Men. You know what I mean? So I'm not Bishop because I'm black. There's some people. No, you're Bishop because you're black. Huh. You know, I'm sure there's some people. I'm sorry. I'm sure there's some people out there thinking that. I'm sure, like, I'm sure there's like if they hear this video, they're like, no, you're Bishop because he's black. Bishop can't do shit. Bishop's pretty powerful, but it's not that powerful. But it's pretty powerful. He can absorb power. He can absorb anybody's power kinetically, like, and then launch it back at you. You know, that's why Bishop is cool. You know, and that's why he has a gun, because he absorbs people's power and then he shoots it back at them. So the stronger you are, the more power he can siphon. We call that energy shiption. He siphons energy siphoning. Energy shiption is when you siphon energy and then you can throw it back at the target, whatever. So I don't know, man. What's the point of this video? I don't know, man. I guess. Hold on to your knickers. That's all I'm saying. Hold on to your knickers, because, man, I have a big fucking destiny in front of me, man, and it's gonna be fucking amazing. And you guys have a front row seat to all of this, and it's fucking fantastic. You know, it's remarkable. You know. And I do face a lot of jealousy. I do face a lot of prejudice and jealousy because I'm black. You know, if I was white, because I think everybody expected my coming to be more white. You know, like, so, but it's not. Unfortunately, it is not. And I don't know, but it's pretty cool. The revolution will be televised. You know, and that's the thing. Like, I'm trying to basically, Kanye West needs to call me, nigga. Sorry, pardon my language, but seriously, Kanye West needs to call me, bro. Like, Kanye West needs to holler at me, bro. Like, if you're real, bro, you need to holler at me, bro. Like, you need to stop playing, and you don't have to like talk to me yourself. You can send somebody to talk to me, bro. Like, you need to stop tripping, you know, because you got too much money to be wasting time like this. We got shit to do, you know. We don't need the Illuminati. You don't need the Illuminati, Kanye. You don't need the Illuminati, Kanye. If you want, come to my house. Sleep in my, you know. I'm gonna give you I have an inflatable bed. I have an inflatable bed, bro. You know, we can set you up, man. I can set you up. We don't need those guys, man. We can start. Let's start over. Let's start fresh. Let's start fresh. Let's start over, man. Come over. Come over here. Let's start fresh. Let's start from zero, from scratch. No studios, no nothing. Shit. Anywhere you got money, you can buy a studio wherever the fuck you want. Just, you know. So, I'm opening my door to Kanye West because I feel like I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. Nah, for real. I don't know what's going on. Because I don't know if the guy's faking it. And he probably is. But just in case that he's not, because I don't know everything. I'm not freaking, you know what I mean. You know, like, you know, I don't have cameras in people's houses watching them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365. I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm all of us are, there is evidence. We are accusing and assuming, but there is evidence though. There is evidence of a lot of the things that we're accusing and assuming, right? But at the same time, we're accusing and assuming. You know, we did 50% of the job. The other 50%, you're the one that has to do it. You know what I mean? That means if it is just an accusation, well, shit, I don't know. I got proof telling me that shit happened. But if you have proof that the shit didn't happen, it's your you know, responsibility to let everybody know that shit didn't happen. You know, it is what it is, man. Like, you know, so yeah, we're judging people, and yeah, we're like, fuck Terrence Howard, and yeah, we're like, fuck Kanye West, and fuck Terrence Howard, and fuck this, and fuck that, blah, blah, blah. Pardon my language, pardon your face, but that's how we be acting right now. And a lot of people don't care about celebrities. A lot of people are kind of like, I don't care about Kanye West, and I don't care about Terrence Howard. I don't care about this person. I don't care about that person. And you know, so if you want to stay relevant, Kanye, or anybody that's like Kanye, you know, like Brie Olsen or something, Sandra Bullock or something, I don't know, like Brie Olsen, you know, Jennifer Aniston or something, I don't know. You know, like but seriously, like if there's some Kanyes out there that got money and they don't know what to do, bro, like, hello, you know, I'm right here, dude. So, and that goes to everybody. Like, there's a lot of people that they want to work outside of me, but there's no such thing. You can't work outside of me, man. And if you want to work outside of me, that tells me you're jelly. that tells me you're jelly, man. If you want to work outside of me, that tells me you're jelly, man. So, because you're not supposed to be working outside of me. You're supposed to be working with me. So anyways, I'm going to stop the video right there. And I'll see you guys on the next one, man. I don't know what the point of this video was. The point of this video is I'm supposed to be viral. I'm super powerful. I'm not saying that there's not other people as powerful as I am, because a lot of people that are powerful as I am probably don't want to be known and yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. I understand all that, whatever. But I'm one of those guys, and I'm here, and I have a YouTube channel, and I do have a plan. I am experienced in business, by the way. I have a lot of experience in business since I was a kid. So, I've always been in the entertainment industry. So, so yeah, man. Let's stop messing around. And no, I don't do stock market because I am Julian Assange. Because I am Edward Snowden. So, no, I cannot do stocks, right? Unless, I don't even think, no. Because stock market is easy to fluctuate. Like, even if the Illuminati doesn't have access to Wall Street, let's just say the Illuminati, I don't know, let's just say in the perfect world, the Illuminati doesn't care about stock market, right? At the end of the day, the stock market is fluctuations, right? It's fluctuations, right? You got to know the fluctuations of most companies, right? So if it's just fluctuation, all you have to do, okay, this is very cynical, but all you have to do is make the CEO, all you have to do is cut the brakes of a specific CEO, and the fluctuation is going to go up or down, right? Because he wrapped his car around a fucking tree, and yeah. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So that's why I can't go into stock market, because I would get some CEOs killed if I did. I'm probably not. I'm being cynical. I'm exaggerating. You don't even have to do all that to make the stock market go up or down. You just need to say the right words to somebody, and boom, you just lost all your money, right? All you need to do is say the right things, right? It doesn't always work, but it's effective. And especially for a group of people that have that much contacts, for people like me, stock market is off the table. They're never going to let you. And it's like lottery tickets, stock market, things like that. They're not going to let us win in there. And yes, we could win in there because we're smart and we're damn near geniuses. And we could easily make a bazillion amount of money doing stocks. They're not going to let us do that. I severely doubt it. And anyway, it's not the business that I professionalized in. It's not the business I professionalized in. I make events. I'm a networker. I'm a headhunter and a networker. I don't really, I don't do stocks. So that's why I don't talk about stocks and things like that, in case you was wondering, and even in the things that I know of, I can't say these things on YouTube because they're worth too much money, or you're going to have to trust me that, I am a business consultant, and then you're going to have to trust that, you're gonna have to trust that I'm a business consultant, and that's it. I can't really, I can't talk about, because that's insider trading. That's like insider trading. It'd be the same thing. It's like insider advice. I can't give you that, for free. Because if I tell you something, that's the thing about business consultants. That's why they're very expensive. Because if we tell you something and you go do it, you're gonna make money, and you're gonna make a large sum of money. So I can't tell you shit unless we're in private. Unless I'm talking to you privately, yeah, but not on fucking YouTube. Are you insane? Like, yo, you like what the fuck? Like, business consultant get paid like $40,000